Tajikistan is a beautiful country tucked in the mountainous region of Central Asia with beautiful inhabitants and a beautiful culture. It's sheer joy to be in Tajikistan. Its beautiful valleys, its enchanting sceneries, the azure blue sky, pure white snow-clad mountain ranges, sky meeting the earth in distant horizon cast under the mysterious mist, and on top of it, a deep feeling of peace and tranquility. All these create strange sensation akin to spiritual. Tajikistan provides a great new experience of old world charm, maintained and preserved with all its beauty. An experience that is enlightening as well as thrilling. The beautiful culture of Tajikistan is a complex pattern of constantly changing colors and shapes. A virtual kaleidoscope of human expressions and feelings that is an interesting blend of Central Asian arts and cultures. The attitudes and behavior that is characteristic of the people, their tastes in arts and craft, their simple lifestyle and mannerism, all these show a deep-rooted cultural values. As such, the present-day Tajikistan culture has also assimilated some aspects of Russian cultures along with original Muslim cultures and traditions because of being part of Soviet Union for a considerable period of time. The culture of Tajikistan is a celebration of the human spirit over the harshness of nature. Challenging the barren landscape is a colorful culture that makes music and dance a medium to express its joy divine and invincibility. The people in these regions showcase their cultural traditions through many festivals. The magic of the Tajikistan can lift your spirit and weave it with the mystery of timeless traditions and natural wonders. Windswept deserts, mammoth mountains, powerful rivers. Theirs is the story of everyday struggles of its people in uninhabitable environs. It is a tale of faith fluttering like prayer flags against azure skies and the carefree beats of the drums in monasteries dotting the countryside. The deafening silence of the mountains can be contrasted with the cheerful demeanor and soft music of the people in Tajikistan. The barrenness of the scenic beauty is juxtaposed with the colors one sees on the people and in the region. The colorful dresses of the girls, prayer flags of varied hues, the red-cheeked women and toddlers, and the bright uniforms of brooding landscape. Against the backdrop of exotic mountain ranges and beautiful natural sceneries, the beautiful culture of Tajikistan presents a kaleidoscopic flux of impressions that has developed over several thousand years. Historically, Tajiks and Persians come from a very similar stock with a mutual language and are related as part of the larger group of Aryan people. Today, things have changed. Dushanbe, the capital city, Khujand, Kulub, Panjiken, and Istaraf Shah, etc., show present day modern culture. In order to understand Tajik culture, it is necessary to look back to the time of Transoxiana and the centers of civilization of the Nile, Mesopotamia, and the banks of the Yangtze. The Tajiks' ancestors were from Scythian, Indian, or European tribes who were nomads of the Eurasian steppes and were amongst the first to settle in Central Asia about 4,000 years ago. Zoroaster, the prophet of Zoroastrianism, was born in the Balkh area, which lies in northern Afghanistan and Transoxania, and was possibly Bactrian, the partial ancestors of the Tajiks. Zoroastrianism has been adopted by Persian emperors as a state religion and was practiced during the Samanid era in Central Asia until being overrun by the Arabs.
فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصمه ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم.
The Shahs of Somoni made Bukhara their residence and a focal point for art and science as well as an administrative center. In this period, the personal interest and support of the Shahs in arts and sciences, along with international trade, and the relatively stable political situation in the Silk Road region, all contributed to the development of Tajik art and science, which reached at its zenith in that period. Tajiks are very hospitable people. Every meal is a ceremony. Tajiks treat food with great respect, especially bread, which is considered sacred. Bread must not be thrown or dropped on the floor. It should always be set carefully upright and broken carefully, not cut with a knife. Tajiks are very fond of fresh fruits and they are part of their every meal. Cuisine of Tajikistan is vastly influenced by mountainous location and the climatic condition of the country. It consists of a high quantity of vegetables, which are the staple food of the Tajiks. The non-vegetarian dishes largely contain mutton. They also eat seafood and eggs. In Tajikistan, tandoori rotis are normally called naan. Meals are usually served with naan or flatbread found throughout Central Asia. If a Tajik has food but not naan, he will say he is out of food. Legend holds that one is not supposed to put naan upside down because this will bring bad luck. The same holds true if anything is put on top of the naan, unless it is another piece of naan. Soups are also part of favorite foods. Traditional Tajik soups are meat and vegetable soups, called shorbo and piti. Meat soups with noodles are called logmon and ugro. Other dishes shared regionally, either as fast food or as an appetizer, include mantu, steamed meat dumplings, and sambusa, which is a triangular pastry with a meat and onion stuffing baked in a tandoor oven. The people also consume various types of juices. In the summers, Tajikistan is abundant in fruits. Its grapes and melons were famous throughout the former Soviet Union. The bazaars also sell pomegranates, apricots, plums, peaches, apples, pears, figs, and persimmons. Different types of dry fruits are also part of daily Tajikistan meals. The Tajiks are very fond of beverages. They prepare a wide variety of tea, which includes black tea, green tea, and sheer choy. They prepare sheer choy with milk of goat and relish it with salt and butter. Tea accompanies every meal and is frequently offered between meals as a gesture of hospitality to guests and visitors. It is drunk without sugar. Because of the universal popularity of tea drinking, the Choy Khana or tea house is the most common gathering place in Tajikistan. Tea is often enjoyed at a local Choy Khana tea house. The Choy Khana is the place where men of all ages can gather and discuss issues that are important in their lives.
من سلیم شاه هستم. سال 1936 تولد شدم. در همون قله های بلند بدخشان من به دنیا آمدم. این قله های بدخشان این قله های سیرانگیزند. خداوند اولین زمینی که آفرید امین 7 کشور بود. از 7 کشور 3 وادی ارزه، ساوا، خنیرس در بدخشانند که am مرز هندوستان هستند. و خداوند حضرت آدم هم در همون جا آفرید، در برتنگ. و اولین سخن خدا به زمین به انسان در همون جا فرود آمد. از خدا سخن فرود آمد در همون سرزمین.
In traditional Central Asian culture, the Choy Khana is the center of social life. It is the place where idle time is passed, gossip is spread, tales told, and politics is discussed. Tajiks living on the plateau have very unique wedding ceremonies. A Tajik wedding lasts many days. On the 5th day, the bridegroom, accompanied by friends and relatives, goes to his bride's home. There, the newlyweds make their commitment before an imam, and only then are they allowed to be together. The couple stays under the same roof as the husband's parents in order to protect the bride and the groom at the start of the married life. Tajiks are fun-loving and outgoing people. During weekends, they venture out to the natural picnic spots and enjoy rock climbing and water games, etc. The major holidays in Tajikistan are religious ones, such as Navroz, which is celebrated at the spring equinox. It marks new life and new hopes for all who have love and celebrate this holiday. People visit their families and friends, and gifts are exchanged. The Tajik literature was basically influenced by Iranian and Central Asian heritages. Traditional forms predominated, and the literary language of Tajik intellectuals, Persian, was little affected by the vernacular. There are many famous literatures in Tajikistan. The Tajik literature has a rich variety of good fiction, article, prose drama, ballet, and poetry. Tajikistan is rich in literature and has a number of libraries there. They have a significant collection of manuscripts along with the printed material. Tajik folk music includes a variety of songs, both lyrical and instrumental. There are those sung while working and ceremonial, funeral, and wedding songs. a special music celebration marks the birth of a child. The national epic of the central Tajik heroic legend, Gurugli, is also set to music.
Very famous singer of Tajikistan is Qurban Ali Rahman, Afzal Shoshodiov, and another very famous artist from Tajikistan. They have also good concert programs together with Iranian cultural troops in beautiful city of Delhi.
Opera and ballet are part of Tajikistan lifestyle. There are good theatres in Tajikistan. Films are shown in theatres in Tajikistan cities and in villages on an irregular basis. The theme of the films are influenced by the social and political activities of the country. The first film studio was established in 1930 in Dushanbe called N.S.Films. By the mid-1980s, it was producing 7 or 8 feature films and 30 documentaries per year for cinemas and television.
در تمام دور زمان و در تمام مرحله‌های حیاتی پیشرفت جامعه نقش وسایط اخبار عموم خیلی نظررس است در پیشرفت و ترقیات این یا آن دولت و خلقیت و ملت. رئیس انجمن تاجیکان جهان و فارسی زبانان دنیا پرزیدنت جمهوری تاجیکستان محترم امام رحمان بارها تاکید کردند که تاجیکستان خانه امید تمام تاجیکان و تاجیکستانیان برون مرزی است. تاجیکستان را از نظر دیگر وسایط اخبار عموم که معلومات عادی ترین را به منفعت این یا آن گروه تصویر میکنند به خط تصویر میکشند نشناسند. تاجیکستان را از برنامه‌های تلویزیونی که روی ماهواره پخش میشود از همین برنامه‌ها شناسند.
This is a famous traditional musical instrument which is played in many ceremonies and functions. At this place, it is played in the evening daily by these musicians specially assigned for their task. This creates the typical Central Asian music with its special tones and rhythm. The local people in Tajikistan are very much family-oriented and believe in old family values. They still go for old family ties and mostly live in large joint families consisting of grandparents, uncles, aunts, brothers and sisters and their respective families. They laugh and enjoy together and live a very close-knit family life. The largest celebration to come from the pre-Islamic period is Navroz, which means New Day. It is celebrated when the cultivation of the land starts. During Navroz, many families visit their relatives. Special dishes are served and gifts are exchanged.
Navroz Mubarak. Shukriya.
Tajikistan has a truly fascinating culture. Simple, fun-loving Tajik people have very nicely assimilated their old values and traditions in their modern lifestyle, maintaining their special cultural identity. Tajik culture presents a very broad spectrum of colorful life with all its beautiful elements that has evolved over several thousands of years. It has distinctive spiritual, material, intellectual and emotional features of Tajik society, which celebrates human life in its true spirit.
इसकी तहजीब नूरानी, इसकी तारीख पुरानी, सुन लो दुनिया वालों सुन लो, हम सब हैं ताजिकिस्तानी।
इसकी तहजीब नूरानी, इसकी तारीख पुरानी, सुन लो दुनिया वालों सुन लो, हम सब हैं ताजिकिस्तानी, तेरा दिल ताजिकिस्तानी।
निकल पड़े हैं दुनिया में हम, अमन का परचम थामे,
अमन का परचम थामे।
सुन लो दुनिया वालों सुन लो, हम सब हैं ताजिकिस्तानी।
इसकी तहजीब नूरानी, इसकी तारीख